In the news, Lagos State government in collaboration with the federal government distributes cash grants to the poor and vulnerables. Stand Up for Women Society KOGI State chapter has taken the collection of PVC sensitization to the streets and markets of Lokoja, the state capital. Interior Minister alongside his first Deputy Minister and State Secretary dies in helicopter crash in KYIV. British billionaire INEOS company officially joins race to buy Manchester United from the GLAZERS. And this is the MLC TV Global News reaching live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Good day and thanks for joining us. The President Muhammadu Buhari received the African Award for Strengthening Peace in Nouakchott, capital of Mauritania. The award was presented to him by the Abu Dhabi Peace Forum for his leadership role in promoting peace on the continent through regular interventions, councils, and conciliatory positions. The Lagos State government has collaborated with the federal government through the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management, and Social Development to distribute cash grants to poor and vulnerable residents of the state. The State Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Yetunde Arobieke, at the event held at the Police College in Ikeja GRA on Tuesday, noted that the cash grants would reduce the suffering of vulnerable groups across the state. Arobieke, who was represented by the ministry's permanent secretary, Simon Fashola, disclosed that independent monitors have been enlisted across the state to ensure transparency and accountability in the implementation of social intervention programs. She said the flag off of the distribution of the federal government cash grants to the vulnerable groups involved the rollout of the Government Enterprise Empowerment Program, GIP 2.0, to beneficiaries of market money and trade money, launch of Nigeria Homegrown School Feeding Program, handover of height and the inspection of farm to kitchen center. In her address, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadia Farouk, who was represented by the Director of Humanitarian Affairs, Ali Grima, said the grant for vulnerable groups is designed to provide a one-off cash grant of 20,000 naira to the poorest and most vulnerable Nigerians in rural and peri-urban areas across the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, has commended the chairman of Ijebu North East Local Government, Folusho Badejo, on the implementation of the Social Investment Initiative of the state government. It's on record that the Folusho Badejo-led administration was the first to inaugurate the newly appointed social investment officers at the local government levels in Ogun State. Governor Abiodun, in a letter dated Monday, January 16, 2023, and signed by the Secretary to Ogun State, Tokunbo Talabi, the council chairman was singled out for commendation as the first local government administration to inaugurate the SOLS. It will be recalled that the Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, has on December 2022 signed into law the Social Investment Bill passed by the Ogun State House of Assembly. The program is designed not only to provide gainful employment for about 40,000 citizens of the state, but also put money in the pockets of the elderly, needy, and vulnerable. In our politics, Stand Up for Women Society KOGI State chapter has taken the collection of PVC sensitization to the streets and markets of Lokoja, the state capital. The team, led by the state chairperson Muslimat Itopa, said the era of snatching ballot boxes or causing violence to disrupt voters are over, and commended the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) for introducing BVAS to ensure that Nigerian votes count. SWS called for more sensitization of people on the use of the bimodal voter accreditation system BVAS. Our reporter has more.
The Stand Up for Women Society went to Kompota village in Ganaja, Lokogoma and Pata markets, all within Lokoja, to educate the people on the importance of collecting their permanent voters card, PVC, as well as enlightening them on how the BVAS works.
Your voter's card is your right. Go to your ward, go to INEOS office and get your voter's card. That is your only weapon. There is no need for you to carry gun, no need for you to carry machete, no need for you to sell your vote. The era of selling voter's card is over, my people.
After listening to would-be voters who were discouraged about how the INEC system works, they expressed their worries.
My wife has tried to get her for 2 days now. she was unable to get it. So her own is not there. She went to INEC office where she registered. So going to INEC office, they directed her to unable gates. She went there twice and she cannot find her. And they said on Sunday, this last Sunday, as far as everything can be back. So I don't know what will be her fate.
Tone is not her mom. And I have registered at Ward A. We went to Crowder Memorial College and they have searched and Mai is not there. What is the problem? We appeal to INEC that they should make it available. It's not only me. There are other people that went there. They did not see their own.
I don't see my PVC. I want to vote. You say that I should go to 148. I go there. I didn't see anything. So now I need
The experience when I got there, I met the man there. So he checked all the lists, all the PVC. He said my own is not yet out. That he checked back. I went the last 2 weeks. So last week I went there again. He said it's not yet out. Yesterday I went there almost 2 hours. Complete 2 hours or standing. So unfortunately, they said the PVC is not ready. They have to check back. So I don't know. I asked the man there, why am I checking back? He said, you don't know that. Don't check back. Go. So the only thing I appeal to the government is to make the PVC available for us so that we can vote. And it's our right to vote. And this time around, we want to vote. So we need PVC.
Since when I do this thing, they say go, I go see collect. If I go, I don't go collect. I don't see collect. If I go, don't reach 1 month now. Why they go there? They say that primary I go my polling unit. I go my polling unit, I don't see her. Make sure that everybody that captured this thing should reach to their hand. 2 weeks ago, and they said my own never dropped, so I should come today.
Where is your ward?
That is Ferrere Primary School. Then give me a day to go back today. I went there back today, and they say he never showed. So I should come on 31st. 31st. That is what they said today. Me, I need that PVC. I need it personally, and I want to vote.
The chairperson, Muslimat Itopa, with other members took turns to address the challenges some people face with BVAS and collection of PVCs.
Presently, the record the INEC is giving us is not encouraging. Where you have few percentage, above 50% of the total voters registered so far, it's not encouraging. And that's why we have taken on the street of Lokoja today to tell women, to tell those who are above 18 and they are registered to go to INEC offices to get their PVC. If they cannot get it there, they should go to their ward level or polling unit level. According to the INEC, they have sent their PVC there. That will make it even easier for them to get it. And many of them are not really aware. But in our sensitization, we discovered that some are really disturbed that they have not collected their PVC. They are willing, but their names are not found on the list of the INEC.
My advice for INEC is that INEC should please do the needful and ensuring that people that have not gotten their PVC should get their PVC before the closing date, because we only have little time left for them to get their PVC. I don't know if the INEC can put in more effort to ensure that, because I know they have been trying. The INEC has been trying, but they need to put in more effort to ensure that people get their PVC to vote in this election.
With BVAS, our vote is secured. With BVAS, we are not afraid of ballot box snatchers anymore. SWS is pleading on INEC to come out and sensitize people on how to use BVAS before 25th of February. Because people don't know what this BVAS is. And knowing what BVAS is will make us to prepare well.
On issue of security in KOGI State, we all know how it is. With the help of our executive governor, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, security is a thing of the past. He has done everything concerning security. So I'm calling on KOGI women to come out en masse and exercise their franchise and vote the leader, which will lead them in the next 4 years.
They were glad that the SWS came to them. These challenges vary from how to use BVAS, where to collect their PVC, and the duration of collection. The SWS team, who explained to them in English, Ibira, Igala, Hausa and Okun languages, called on the INEC to do more sensitization, especially on the use of BVAS in marketplaces. Stand Up for Women's Society is a non-governmental organization whose objectives and responsibilities include education and sensitization of women about happening and helping to fight against women's injustice and abuse in society. Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC.
The Director General of Adamu Mahmood Atta Support Group, Samroti Abenemi, has commended the supporters of the People's Democratic Party for their large turnout. The DG, who expressed satisfaction during an interview with Malakai TV, said with the crowd that tripped into the Confluence Stadium to receive the party's presidential candidate and his running mate is a sign that PDP will win the February 2023 general elections. Abenemi noted that the PDP is better equipped to reshape Nigeria and said the country will witness positive change if the party wins. Our reporter has the details.
The DG, Sam Abenemi, expressed satisfaction with the turnout, pointing out that PDP candidates remain Nigeria's only choice in the next political dispensation in the country. He said the PDP manifesto will be people-centered, assuring that the support group will go all out to canvass for the party's candidates in the coming elections.
Going towards 2023 general elections. One, this window of opportunity given by INEC, that people should maximize it by going to collect their PVCS. So that is the first thing to get you engaged as a voter. So this support group, we admonish the Adamu Mahmood Atta support group for Atiku Okowa. We admonish people to go all out, whatever it takes, to make sure that they pick their PVC, so as to be able to gainfully engage in voting that will turn their lives around.
Also speaking, the Director for Women Mobilization, Agnes Abiodun, and Director, Administration and Program, Abraham Okolo, commended the efforts of the founder of Adamu Mahmood Atta Support Group for Atiku Okowa Presidency 2023 and assured of the readiness of both men and women in KOGI State to turn out in their numbers to vote for all the party's candidates from the presidency to the State Assembly.
Because of our experience, what many of us have went through, especially the women, because women are the mothers, they are the ones that take care of children, and they are the ones that are feeling the impact of this government. They've not been finding it easy. For change of government, for people to come into power, we did not even do much work for our women to come out to support. My advice to the women is to come out to that day of the election, on February, and vote for Atiku.
Came with an idea of a support group to support all elections on the platform of the PDP. And as I talk to you today, we go to the 21 local government areas across the state. We have our support group offices across. The 3 senatorial districts, we have our zonal offices. And in Lokoja here, we have our headquarters. I will call it national headquarters. And through these offices, you can see that only today alone, we have brought over 600 people.
The Adamu Mahmood Atta Support Group for Atiku Okowa Presidency 2023 are confident that members will deliver the needed results at their various polling units.
The 2023 general election is fast approaching with few days left to commence the first poll when Nigerians will elect a new president and federal lawmakers. However, the executive chairman of Somolu local government, Abdul Hamid Salahu, aka Dollar, was joined by other APC stalwarts to tour Somolu communities with respect to Abiodun Abimbola Orekoya, APC 23 Laha candidate, political ambition, and to dialogue with stakeholders in Somolu Constituency 1. According to the multiple award-winning chairman, whose goodwill messages while on the tour exemplified the noteworthy impact of Olowo Rotimi Emmanuel, Honorable Member Laha Somolu 1, he eulogized the incumbent for his indispensable intervention over the years, which has yielded substantial progress at both local and state levels. The chairman further assured the people of quality representation with firm accord that he and the Progressive Party has unanimously entrusted in Abiodun Orekoya to prove at the State Assembly once again that the printing hub of Africa is always on the verge of consequential growth for all with an intelligent representative. Meanwhile, Orekoya has assured stakeholders in the 8 wards of his cordial relationship with the council chairman, which will help in grassroots human and infrastructural development, as well as the Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu-led Lagos State government. We go on a short break now. We'll be right back. Do stay with us.
Remember, February 2023 is the general election where you will have the opportunity to elect a new president, governors, national and state assembly members to pilot the affairs of Nigeria for another 4 years. Visit INEC office to get your PVC, which is your power to elect credible leaders. Say no to electoral violence. Say no to vote buying. Say no to thuggery before, during, and after the elections. This message is brought to you by MLC TV.
Hey! Don't sleep, wake up.
2023 holds a lot for Nigerians and the world at large. This February, the general elections will be happening live. Nigerians will be deciding new set of leaders. What are on their minds? What are the candidates up to in securing your votes? Will this election mark a new high for free and fair elections? All these and more are all up for discussion at the political arena. So, watch out.
Welcome back. Now on foreign. The 3 main figures in Ukraine's interior ministry have been killed in a helicopter crash beside Inosre in an eastern suburb of the capital, Kyiv. Interior Minister Denis Monastarsky, 42, died alongside his first deputy minister and state secretary. 16 people died when the helicopter came down in Brovary, including 3 children, according to the updated details from the Ukrainian presidency. Monastarsky is the highest profile Ukrainian casualty since the war began. The deputy head of Ukraine's presidential office, Kyrylo Tomashenko, said the minister had been en route to a war hotspot when his helicopter went down. His death cuts to the heart of the government in Kyiv, as the Interior Ministry has the vital task of maintaining security and running the police during the war. President Volodymyr Zelensky has spoken of a terrible tragedy that claimed the lives of the true patriots. There is no indication that the crash was anything other than an accident, although witnesses said Russia's war was to blame for the disaster. One of the sons of the president of Equatorial Guinea has been arrested on suspicion of illegally selling a plane belonging to the national airline. State media says Ruslan Obiang Unsue is alleged to have sold the 74-seater turboprop to a company based in the Canary Islands. An inquiry was launched last year when it was discovered that the plane had gone missing while undergoing routine maintenance in Spain. The suspect used to run the national airline in Equatorial Guinea, a country firmly in the hands of the family of President Obiang Nguema, who has been in power for 43 years. Let's join Jonah Malik for our sports update.
And on sports updates, KOGI's men handball team are on a quest to make history as they head into the main round of the men's world handball championship in Sweden. The Blue Sharks began the group stages with a match against Iceland in Group 2 on Wednesday, having qualified out of the preliminary stage thanks to a 33-25 win over Uruguay in the opening game, despite later defeat to host Sweden and Brazil. In barely 3 years, Cape Verde have stormed the handball men's scene. 2 participation in the African Championship both led to world qualification, the second being a run to the continental final where they lost to Egypt in 2022. Still on sports, British billionaire INEOS company officially joined the race to buy Manchester United on Tuesday. United's owner, the GLAZERS family, said they were willing to listen to offers for the Premier League club in November, and Ratcliffe is keen to strike a deal. Boyhood United fan Ratcliffe, who made an unsuccessful £4.25 billion bid to buy Chelsea last year, has long been linked with the Old Trafford outfit. An INEOS spokesman told AFP that he can confirm that they have formally put themselves into the process. After failing with his Chelsea takeover when Abramovich sold the Blues to American tycoon Todd Boehly and his consortium, Ratcliffe is back in the hunt for a Premier League giant. United have yet to comment on the news of the 70-year-old interest in taking over from the United States-based GLAZERS. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. And on entertainment, Nigerian filmmaker Funa Maduka is one of the 16 jurors granting awards at this year's Sundance Film Festival, kicking off January 19, 2023. She is distinguished as one of the 3 jury members of the World Cinema Dramatic Competition alongside Shozo Inchiyama and Animari Jasie. 16 jurors will grant the awards for feature and short film, which will be announced on Friday, January 27. Maduka is an award-winning filmmaker and the former head of international original films at Netflix, where she worked with the world's top global and emerging filmmakers. Over 6 years, she was positioned at the front line of the company's global expansion, managing the launch of the film offering across 100+ countries. She pioneered Netflix's move into international film production, building a development slate across Europe, Middle East, Asia, and Africa. Her film acquisitions brought Netflix its first film nominations at both the Golden Globes and the Academy Awards. Previously, she worked at Participant Media, developing and managing campaigns for film and television projects. Maduka is an awarded filmmaker credited with writing, producing, and directing the first Nigerian film to world premiere at the Sundance Film Festival. She is a member of the Academy of Arts and Sciences. She holds a Bachelor's of Arts degree from Cornell University and a Master's from Harvard Business School. This year's festival will take place January 19 to 29 in person in Utah. After establishing himself as one of Afrobeat's hitmakers, Joe Boy has continued to dazzle listeners with his chart-topping music that has taken his fame beyond the shores of Nigeria. After a modest 2022 where his singles underperformed, Joe Boy is set to hit the ground running in 2023 with the impending release of his single, Body and Soul. The Afropop record is a love tune produced by E. Kelly, and Joe Boy will be hoping to add it to his collection of hit love songs. Joe Boy recently stated via his Twitter that he is heads and shoulders above his contemporaries when it comes to love songs. With his upcoming release, he will be looking to provide further proof of his claim. Body and Soul is set for release on January 20, 2023, and it will be one of the lead-up singles to Joe Boy's upcoming sophomore album. And that's the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Malachi TV, like and follow our Facebook page MLC TV, Instagram MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your event coverage information, contribution, adverts and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. It's Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Thanks for watching till I come your way tomorrow. Bye for now.